Hello. Doing another Aether Revolt draft. Aether Revolt plus Kaladesh. More Aether Revolt than Kaladesh. So this pack, I think Exquisite Archangel is a reasonable card. I don't think it's a particularly good one. The gold uncommons are decent, or probably a bit better than decent. Commons, this is not an exciting pack. This is not exciting at all. I don't know. I don't want to start with a gold card, especially these are good cards, not super great. I also want to start with the 7-drop. So, let's just, for science, let's just see if this is any good. I think it's a fine card. I don't think it's great. Renegade Wheelsmith is very good in red-white, if you can play it, obviously. Daring Demolition is also quite good. That here. I'm pretty sure it's Renegade Aurelier is also fine. Hidden Herbalist is usually not really worth the effort. But so it's either Daring Demolition or Renegade Wheelsmith. I'm going to take the Renegade Wheelsmith because theoretically we're already in white, and this card is, when it works, is very good. Although I'm not sure. It's probably not really. Exquisite Archangel isn't necessarily what you want in your good red-white aggro decks. So, and alright, that's reasonable. Chandra's Revolution is probably the pick here. Yeah, Restoration Specialist seems pretty decent. I guess it's usually probably pretty hard to get a enchantment in your graveyard, especially since it's pretty hard to have more than 2 or 3 in your deck. You can have a lot of artifacts, but I'll take Shadow's Revolution. Seems good to me. Consulate Crackdown. Dawnfeather Eagle's pretty good. Yeah, I'd probably take the Bandar if somehow we had our first pack one pick one was this pack. But we're already in white, and Dawnfeather Eagle's pretty nice card. That's a 2-drop. Probably just take the 2-drop. I don't know. Leopard and Bandar, or yeah, I don't know. This is probably not the best card in the pack. It's definitely not the best card in the pack. Cruel Finality and or Bandar are better, but we're already in white. Pretty heavily in white, so take that. And we got a reasonable curve, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Never go wrong with a 7-drop. Yeah. It's oh wow, I forgot about that. I forgot the angels in this world have like 4 arms for some reason. The reason is because it's cool, in case you're wondering. Aether Inspector's not great. Audacious Infiltrator is fine. Tempted to actually take the map. I do like the map quite a bit, although in the aggressive red-white deck we want to be, it's just fine. It doesn't have all the upside it has in. I guess we do have this Revolt, but I'm just going to take the Infiltrator. Want to get a bunch of 2 drops if we can. Also, this is pretty good at crewing vehicles, which the red-white deck likes a fair bit. Who? So this is, yeah, this just doesn't hardly do anything. Reverse Engineer is quite good. Pima Aether. Not seeing any red is a little distressing. I think Reverse Engineer is. I'm just not interested in taking Aether Inspector. I'm just not interested in that. The Aether Seer. Reverse Engineer is better, but given the fact that we're already 7 picks in and have 0 artifacts, I don't really want that. But a Ferocity is quite good, or we could just take kind of a random 3-drop without much upside. I really like Implement Ferocity. Yeah. Let's just assume I can find 3 drops to fill my curve like this. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. It's pretty close right now whether we're green or white at this point. These cards are... The red is currently a little bit better, but we've seen very little red since pick 3, I guess. So, might be getting cut pretty hard on that. So green gives you a few more chances. Green gives you a few more chances to splash if you wanted to run splash like the Renegade Wheelsmith and or the Revolution. So we're filling up on 3 drops. It's possible I was supposed to take that artifact, but we're not really set up as that deck to get a lot of value from just kind of very expensive blinking of your creatures. Conviction? I have not played Conviction yet, but it seems decently playable. It's kind of a Revolt enabler, and just, you know, I can put it on the Audacious Infiltrator until I get attacking with a 4/4. We're definitely not that deck. Yeah, let's just stay out of blue. There's no way, whatever. This card's not terrible. So maybe it should be blue. Yeah, I even get the island to go with it. Perfect. Metallic Mimic is quite good. Ooh, Ridgescale Tusker is insane. It's just like the green Gear Hulk, but it's an uncommon. Doesn't have trample, but whatever. Enters the battlefield or dies. There's some very good green cards here. Do a quick price check on Mimic. I think. Yeah, Metallic Mimic. I think it's actually close as to whether we take the Tusker here or the Mimic. The Mimic's still worth over 2.5 tickets, and you know, I think it's close. Attack Mimic, just it's another 2-drop. I'm trying to be fairly aggressive at the moment with our stuff, but Tusker's insane. Also, I'd still rather be red. Solemn Recruit. It's quite good. That's some good reason to run the Conviction. Skyship Planter is great. Yeah, but pretty happy to take this Solemn Recruit. Sweatworks Brawler is, I guess we're, if we were running the Implement of Ferocity, we were probably not running this. So, not gonna be that improvisational. I think I'll just take Decommission. It's a very solid card. Solid bit of removal for most things here. Have we just like not seen any vehicles whatsoever? You can still, you know, be however we want to be, red or green, but mostly white. I am definitely white as fuck. So, siege modification is pretty good. I think we just take the Chandra's Revolution, and then we have to pass these 2 vehicles. I would pretty happily run, but I'm just gonna. This is very solid removal. The land tapping thing is actually pretty good. So let's just take that. And, this is fine. I think I just want the Sweatworks Brawler. Don't want anything else here. It's either this or that. Enchanted Vehicle gets +2/+2. Okay. I think we've already got enough. Yeah, I'll just take a 4-drop. Scrapper Champion. Yeah, the red's coming in this pack. It might be, we might get cut again in pack 3, but we're doing okay on. We're gonna be up to 15 playables after this pick, and yeah, we are double strike flooded at the moment a little bit, so happy to pick up some more combat tricks. So they'll like to be a little bit bigger than precise strike. Aether Chaser would also be a fine one. Invigorated Rampage is the combat trick we were looking for. Bastion Enforcers would be filler. Destructive Tampering would be a fine card to run as well. But Invigorated Rampage is quite nice. By the way, this rare, I played twice with it the pre-release, and it was pretty good for me. It is a 5-mana do-nothing enchantment, but I don't know. It was better when I was aggressive and could force my opponents to just attack me each turn, or just trade off with a servo, and then I was just getting like a free card each turn. Is running like a deck with only 2 instants or sorceries. Do we want more Conviction or another Aether Inspector? I would like some more energy to go with the Scrapper Champion. That's not super necessary. I don't know that I want to run more than 1 Conviction. I don't know if I have that much Conviction. Aether Inspector is just kind of bad. I'm just going to put this on the sideboard. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. I'll take Wrangle, but I don't think we're going to run it. Probably ever. It's a good, I don't know. It doesn't look like that guy's wrangling that gremlin. It looks like he's releasing that gremlin. Like, wrangle's just a great word. I don't know. This is probably not true, but it sounds like a word that, an English word that originated in Australia, right? If you imagine, if you've never heard the word wrangle before, you'd be definitely like, there's definitely an Aussie came up with that word, right? Anyway, this deck, not really a great Exquisite Archangel deck, but I think we're doing just fine. I do want to get, this can do a lot of work potentially. Random 5-drop. Sure. Yeah. Filigree Familiar is not a good card. I can imagine there being a deck that has enough synergy to want it. I don't think we're this deck, but maybe. Maybe we want to sideboard it in sometime. Probably never. I feel pretty good about this. So we do still only have 3 2-drops. Would love to get that up to like 7. Probably not going to happen. Got to get it up to at least 5 though. Up to 6 more removal. Now we get all the conviction we want. I'm just gonna. I think that might be worth something. Whatever. I can't imagine ever running more than 2 convictions. I just can't imagine it. There is no greater coward than one who believes in nothing. I believe in nothing. I believe nothing is everything. And everything is nothing. So. Yep. Just completely random picks. But, I mean, we're doing fine on playables. We don't need to get something late. 12 creatures. I still would like to get a vehicle. Oh, that's not a very good vehicle. Servo Exhibition is a 2-drop. Built to Last is a reasonable combat trick. I think I'm just rare drafting because I'm cheap and none of these other options are super enticing. Right, there's, I guess Sky Skiff would be okay. Don't really need that. Yeah, so you all came here to watch me rare draft. It's a handicap. I'm doing a handicap draft, so there's that. Master Trinketeer is quite good. Impeccable Timing, Refurbish. Ooh, Wispweed Weaver, Archangel. We're really not. But this is a good card, but I guess we're not really set up to run that. We don't have any real comes into play triggers we want. Just take this. It's a reasonable 3-drop that I guess we don't really have a lot of. Whatever. We'll probably pick up some Fabricate cards along the way. And it's a mana sink if we get bogged down. We're not Whirler Virtuoso. Welding Sparks. That's a very good pickup. Probably just going to do 3 damage with this deck, but that's fine. Glint-Sleeve Artisan is much better than Aviary Mechanic, but I think we just need 2-drops quite a bit. Don't really need another 5-drop. The Sky Swirl Harrier's just fine. Yeah, I just need to take the 2-drop at this point. Gear Shift Ace, looks like. Still would like to pick up at least one. Ooh, Salivating Gremlins. I guess we're not really that deck. We've got 1 artifact so far. Ballista Charger. Fine, I just want more 2-drops. Creature. Don't think we're the Inspired Charge act. it might not be terrible. We do have a lot, good number of creatures. Unfortunately, we're not an electrostatic pummeler deck. I don't hate Thriving Ibex. Thriving Ibex seems fine, but not necessarily what we want to do. I'm okay with this. Inspired Charge. Even though we're not going super wide, we do have a good number of creatures, a reasonable amount of evasion, and double strike. So, revoke privileges. Yeah. Privileges will be revoked. We got a fair bit of removal for once. Spark of Creativity. Turn target creature you control. Not really about that. Eddy Trail Hawk. I think I just want another. Yeah, I think I just want the Hawk. I want to load up on 2-drop. Spark of Creativity. It might be Spark of Creativity is a better pick, but we've got a reasonable number of removal spells. So take that. Okay, this is our original pack. We could finally take that Sky Skiff, but might be correct to get another Servo Exhibition. Yeah, I'm going to take the Sky Skiff. We do still have this guy we want to improvise out a little bit quicker. And I think Built to Last is where we want to be. Just want to get another combat trick to this deck. Pressure Point would be fine. Hijack was fine, I guess. Maybe there's some deck we want to play that against. Probably not. We would never want that, no. Maybe against somebody with a lot of enchantment removal, we'll do that. Alright. So, I just don't think we want to be an Exquisite Archangel deck. Try and be more aggressive than that if we can. We want to cut at least one of these 5-drops. Trying to think of whether Lathnir Sailbuck is better than Sky Squirrel Harrier. It's definitely not better than Dawn Feather Eagle. I think the Harrier is better. Also, it's another bird, so if we like Metallic Mimic into an Osprey, this can get some additional value there. Make sure there's nothing I would want to run that's already in the sideboard, right? Nah, this is all. These cards can stay where they are. Spotworks Brawler could potentially be a cut. Let's see. I think I want all the 2-drops. Turn another permanently controlled to User's Hand. What can I do with that? Just get some more energy here and there. I guess we don't have a ton of removal. Probably should have taken that whatever, Spark of Creativity, that weird red 1 mana sorcery. Do we want the Conviction? Helps us enable Revolt for the Solemn Recruit. That's really the only spot we want to do that in, and then just making our guys bigger, larger, and more in charger. Is that something we're interested in? Don't think it's worth it. I think the Solemn Recruit's probably just going to be a 2/2 double striker. And I think we don't... I want to cut this Inspired Charge. It's probably either Inspired Charge or the Sweatworks Brawler as the next worst card in our deck. Could also be Decommission. We could cut that potentially. But usually you can find a use for that. We know we're not improvising this out on turn 3 very often, but 3/3 Menace isn't terrible on turn 4. We're already down to 15 creatures, so don't want to go below 15 creatures and then have 3 combat tricks and a vehicle. So I guess we're probably cutting this Inspired Charge. Yeah, this seems pretty good to me. Could also, could run 16 lands and the Inspired Charge, but that doesn't really thrill me, especially adding a double colored cost, and it's a 4-drop. So alright. So we definitely want to gear towards white, probably 10-7. Let's see, how many red cards do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red cards. Yeah, 10-7 seems good to me. Moto, what do you think? Moto, I hate to tell Moto is wrong, but sometimes Moto is wrong. Alright, so we'll run this through a league and see how it does.